you know now about structure and function of kidney in the human body. Now, how that filtration process will be takes place in this kidney. Now, let us discuss about that. Inside the kidney, there are large number of filtration units are there. Or millions of filtration units are present in the each kidney. Here also many filtration units are there, and this side kidney also many filtration units are there. What is that filtration unit? That only nephron. Nephron is the functional filtration unit. It is present in the kidney. Understand? Now let's see what is structure and function of nephron. Dear students, see, this is the structure of nephron. Structure of nephron. See, it is like a bowl-like structure is there. That we can call Bowman's capsule. This is the Bowman's capsule. And inside the Bowman's capsule, there many capillaries are associated. That we can call glomerulus. Then, one artery is connecting to that Bowman's capsule. Here, blood is coming into that Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Then another vein is going away from the glomerulus, that is renal vein. Renal vein. Here tube-like structure is there that we can call proximal tubule, and that tube-like structure again it comes down through the loop that we can call Henle's loop. Again here that tube-like structure, that is a distal tubule, and finally it's connected to that duct, that is collecting duct. This is the structure of nephron. Structure of nephron. Now let's see what its function. Dear students, the pure blood comes and enters into that Bowman's capsule through the renal artery. Through the renal artery, pure blood comes and reaches to the Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Glomerulus. Here, many capillaries are associated and close together. Here, ultrafiltration process will be takes place in this glomerulus. Some substances will be absorbed by this capillaries. Then remaining unwanted things is released out through the Bowman's capsule. These unwanted things or materials will move through the proximal distillation. Proximal distillation. Here, glucose, amino acids, salts, some other water, some amount of water will be reabsorbed by the selectively reabsorbed by the proximal distal or proximal tubule. Then unwanted materials is leaves out through that are added to the urine. That urine is again moves to that tube only. Again it enters to the Henle's loop. Here the excess of water will be absorbed. Where? In the Henle's loop. Then remaining urine is moves to that distal tubule. Distal tubule. Then it is finally connected to that collecting duct. From this collecting duct, here collect the all urine from all the nephrons. All amount of urine is collected by the all nephrons. Many nephrons are associated in the each kidney, as I told you. Is it right? Like that, from all nephrons, the urine is collected from this collecting duct. Like that, urine is formed in the kidney. From the kidney, the ureters, the pair of ureters are there. No, through this ureter, the urine is passes through the urinary bladder until it's expanded. It is works under that nervous system. When it's expand or when it's until its capacity, it stores which one? Urinary bladder. Then it passes through that urine through the urethra opening. Urethra opening. Dear students, this is the structure and function of nephron. Structure and function of nephron. Once again I tell. The pure blood is comes and enters to that glomerulus. Here ultrafiltration will be takes place and some other unwanted things are released out through that Bowman's capsule. From the Bowman's capsule, that unwanted substances moves to that proximal distillation. Here some important substances like glucose, amino acids and some salts and some water is selectively reabsorbed by the proximal tubule. Again that is moves to that endless loop. Here excess of water is observed, then if that urine is moves and pass to that distal tubule, again it finally connected to that collecting duct. From the collecting duct, here urine is collected from the all nephrons and that like that urine is formed under that kidney. Again kidney is passes through the urine through the ureters. Through the ureters and these ureters are carries the urine from kidney to urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is stores the urine until it's expanded or until its capacity. Then it releases out through the urethra. This is the structure and function of nephron. Dear students, if due to some infections or some injuries that the kidney is not working properly, means what will happen? What happen? It accumulates some poisonous substances or toxic substances in our body. It leads to many diseases and also it may leads to death. What we can do? What we can do? In case of kidney failure, what we can do? We can use artificial kidney. Artificial kidney. What is mean by artificial kidney? This artificial kidney is one type of device which is used to remove the unwanted materials present in the blood through the dialysis. Dialysis is the process of removing the unwanted materials or nitrogenous waste substances present in the blood through the artificial kidney. That process is called dialysis. In case of kidney failure, the person may leads to die. Understand? At that time, we can use the artificial kidney. It is one of the device which is used to remove the unwanted waste materials present in the blood through the process of dialysis. Dear students, this is the excretory system in human body. Understand? Now, excretory system in plants. Let's see now how the plants will excrete the waste products. Leaving out some waste products, like that only in plants also some waste products will leave out. What are the waste products and which are the organs are included in this? Let's see now. Dear students, during the photosynthesis, what are the products will come out or what are the products are there? Carbohydrates, then oxygen. These are the products will come out during the photosynthesis. Carbohydrates are starch. It is utilized by the plant for this growth and development. Then what about oxygen? It is the waste product. Oxygen is the waste product and no need for the plant. This one released out through the stomata openings. So what is meant by stomata? What it means? Stomata is the breathing part in the plant. It is the breathing part. Here only the gases will be exchanged. Carbon dioxide take inside and oxygen leave outside. Through these stomata pores, these are the very small holes present on the surface of the leaf. Through these small holes, oxygen will be released out. Understand? The oxygen is released out are removed out through the stomatophores. Then which is the unwanted material? Water. Water also unwanted material. Some excess of water is released out through the process of transpiration. Already you learned in last class what is meant by transpiration. The loss of water in the form of water vapors. Loss of water in the form of water vapors through the stomatophores present on the surface of the leaf. This process is called transpiration. Here, excess of water or loss of water or after preparation of food, there remains some water, that is extra water will be leaves out through the stomatophores only through the process of transpiration. Through this transpiration also some unwanted water will be leaves out. Then some remaining unwanted materials will be stored in the leaves. After few days, the leaves also may fall down, and some unwanted materials is like a gum-like structure. Gum-like structure also will be released out from that stems and some branches and all. Like that, plants also remove that unwanted materials. Some dead cells also will store that unwanted materials. After few days, some that dead cells, bark-like structures, that also will be fall down. Like that, unwanted materials will be removed out from the plant. Like that, plants is takes place that excretion. Yes, students, you learn about excretion in human body and also excretion in plants, on circulatory system in human body and circulation in plants in this lesson.